great honor to talk about stories and do Ikebana together. 今日はtoday we have veterans. すいません。Can you raise your hand? ベテランの方。はい、ジェームスさん、デイビッドさん、はい、ありがとうございます。みちおさんはハズバンド。ね、はい。I really want to thank you and thank you for your service and you guys kind of bridging cultures between Japan and America. My name is Motoko Ishihara. I'm a Japanese cultural consultant in Dallas. Since 2012, I teach the Japanese language and cultures and specialize Ikebana, the Japanese art of arranging. I have met thousands of people in workshops and events. Okay. So I have enjoyed meeting people and appreciating American diverse cultures. And I learned a lesson from a life too. So today I'm excited to share the story which I heard. Both are living in Japan in 1950s. Why 1950s? This is a history lesson. So the war ended in 1945 and Japan was under occupation. So Japan became independent in 1952 and democratic nation. But the 1950s was outside Japan, Cold War and Korean Peninsula. 1950 to 1953 was Korean War. So first is Captain McDowell. This is a story I heard from his daughter, Peggy. So Peggy-san shared about her story. His father rescued Japanese civilians in a big flood in northern Kyushu in 1953. But also, she was taking care of a Japanese woman when her sick mother in the States. So I was so impressed because of a captain's action of kindness, because just 7 years ago, Japan is a country America had at war. And then I believe individuals' friendship gonna last forever. So the story inspired me to organize this online exchange event. So Peggy's story and Captain McDowell's story is my inspiration to do this, like a Tomodachi Summit and go meeting online, shared my information. We could have virtual meeting, Peggy and the woman who was rescued in the flood by American soldiers. And the ladies in Ongacho, Kyushu, where the flood affected, made a kamishibai, picture story theater, and they passed on the story by the rescue of American soldiers. So the sacrifice of the veterans and kindness has been passed on so many years. The meeting, I met Peggy and she shared her story about her and her father. And then we had a Kamishibai exchange meeting. Those are the Peggy-san, and then there was, this is Peggy, and the right side is Captain McDowell. So for her, the Japanese woman is like an angel, she said. Look at the flood. 1953, Japan was quite primitive. We don't have any equipment, the pumps, helicopters, people. And here is a captain. Captain was worked with local police. And then his commanding officer came to him and said, return to the equipment. He replied, I will, after I rescued. So he saved the people without hesitating. And then he received a soldier's medal after he back to the States.
永田千佳子さん兄弟は芦屋駐留軍の兵隊さんからボートに乗せてもらい避難したこと、そしてかわいいワンピースなどの衣服や食べ物をたくさんいただいたことを今も 鮮明に覚えているとのことです。
Both ladies?
どういったお洋服いただいたんですか？
水玉模様でしっかり覚えてるんですけど、前にレースかフリルがついたワンピースだったです。はい。
And I got a dress with the polka dots and some laces. And I was so happy of that.
Riverboat, yeah, that's wonderful. Was their house okay to live in after, or did they have to rebuild their house?
覚えてると言われています。松尾さんが一番心に残っているのは赤い長靴。これをアメリカの方からいただいて、その赤っていうのは今もしっかり覚えてる。で、
Veterans, James さん、David さん、AC さん、our husband. So after you left the place you stations, the people remember you, appreciate your kindness, your sacrifice, your dedication. So thank you for all the veterans. ありがとうございます。And then I'd like to go to introduce the veterans family, Ellen Gordon Allen. So today I make Ikebana for Veterans Days. She is a lady who founded Ikebana International. Ikebana International is an organization whose motto is friendship through Ikebana, or friendship through flower. It was founded in 1956 in Japan. Ikeru means to give a life and to live, and hana is a flower. But the flowers, not only flower, but the leaves and kind of dried one. This is a lotus root, include everything. Ellenさんです。This is Ellen Golden Allen. So she is a wife of General Frank Allen. And the right side is me, and I attended Ikebana International, Dallas and Fort Worth chapter, and I get the book from a lady. I got a very old Ikebana book from American lady in the States, people. Yeah, this is a journey for her. From 1951 to 54, she came to Japan, and her husband went on a war. So he started doing Ikebana. While she was doing Ikebana, she can't forget her husband was at war. So she found Selene, comfort, and peace in doing Ikebana. Because American lady shared Japanese traditional art in Europe. So it's very international. I thought maybe her idea Ikebana International came from this, not between Japan and America. I was so impressed how the Japanese culture connects people and try to do bigger things than just enjoy themselves. So these are the pictures of Ikebana, and this is an exhibition. And this is in the middle, Ikebana, and the right side is, you can see the ladies in front of the airplane. So they are sending dogwood to Japan as a token of our friendship through flowers. So 1912, Japan sent a cherry blossom to Washington. So maybe you know that. Example, it's a good example to live in the place and find the culture and find the values in that place and connect. So American veterans and veterans family bring in American culture, and then they brought back Japanese culture to the next place or to America. So they are bridging two cultures and establishing friendship. How about you? Have you ever heard of this flower story?
I had not heard the story, but I'm not sure we did you such a favor sending you dogwood. We have dogwood here all over, and when dogwood blooms, everybody has allergies. So I'm not sure we sent you such a nice gift, but it's a beautiful flower. It is very much like a cherry blossom. It blooms very quickly. Then everybody starts sneezing and the flowers fall.
It is traditional, and this is a birthplace of Ikebana, a Zen temple. Ikenobo, we think Ikebana started in 1462. Japanese adopted Chinese culture in ancient time, and then the Buddhists came to China through Korean Peninsula to Japan. So first, Ikebana was offering flowers to Buddhist deities, and they wish or they prayer, and then it became a sophisticated and a little bit the left side a little bit sophisticated a decoration for tokonoma, the candles, hanging scrolls, incense, and flowers. But 1462, at that time, mid 15th century, Japan experienced famines, small battles, so civil unrest. So the priest of that temple thought people need a mind of peace and the society need a harmony. So he offered flowers day by day, and his skills and techniques has been developed, and then his flowers really beautiful, and he was invited to a samurai house, and he arranged a really beautiful flower. Then the people of the Kyoto gathered together, and so that was recorded in the journal of a priest, Hekizan Nichirok. So Ikebana has 500, about 60 years history. Today, I'm so excited. You are going to just a little bit experience of Ikebana. And then first, Ikebana appreciated by the upper class, elite samurai, and it is called Rikka. It is quite big and consists of 7 row branches. So this is a kind of visual metaphor. So in the center, there is a tall mountain nearby and the farther mountain away, and the lower hills and mountains and the towns, villages and towns. So in the center, water comes from heaven and just goes straight to the waterfall, running through the rivers and then out to the ocean. So in a single vase, it is the whole universe is expressed. A place in Tokonoma. Tokonoma is in the tatami guest room, a little bit higher, and Ikebana displayed against the solid color wall. So you can enjoy tiny leaves and the small buds and the delicate curves. So do you notice there are no women? Surprisingly, Ikebana was learned and appreciated by men, by samurai. The women are allowed to learn Ikebana as a student. 18th century to 15th century, this is a big and upper class enjoyed, and this is a decoration. And then in Tokugawa shogunate, Japan enjoyed the peace. So the people and also the prosperity, the town people could afford to have tokonoma and the time to enjoy Ikebana. And also a lower class samurai can learn Ikebana. So Ikebana was decoration, but it is like a training or education. They reflect their self and doing the same thing again and again, and then they can see the different things that refrain the mind and heart. So the left line is very complicated, and the right side is called shoka. This one expresses the growing energy of the flowers towards the sun. So there are main 3 branches. So these 3 branches can also represent human, heaven, not hell, not ocean. This is the earth. 20th century. So Japan finished seclusion policy. So we are much influenced by Western culture, more emphasized by the color or volume. So Ikebana also has to change because the lifestyles and the architecture is also changed and the society has changed. Ikebana has been adopted the changes and survived. So at the same time, Westerners who came to Japan discovered the beauty and the values of Japanese traditional flower arranging Ikebana. So interacting each other and develop something new. Hi, everybody, please unmute and then show us flowers and your name today.
Like the main flower is gonna be rose, but I really like this one. I don't know what it is.
なんだろう。
My name is Yuzu. I have Daria.
Oh, you have, はい、ガブラデイジー。はい。
私は聞く。
ガベラ。
はい。
This flower is itogiku.
Oh, very.
めっちゃ綺麗。
ごききょう。
Oh, okay, white and purple.
スプレイマンとオストメリアとチェスト、アザミの仲間ですね。
チェッソ。
Yes, I have Kiku and Carnation.
Oh, chrysanthemum and carnation. はい、アンジェリーナさん。
持ってきた？
はい。はい、ありがとうございます。
Me and my mom and my daughter, and we have
Roses.
we have a rose.
Rose.
I don't know what this is, but it's purple and pretty.
なんだろう。
あー、
ナッツラゴン。ナッツラゴン。
ドッグかな。
なっちゃん何それ？あー。
はい。
あ。They're the same.
Really?
I have like
Hello and carnation. 綺麗。おしゃれ。
あー、the purple.
おしゃれ。
ありがとうございます。はい。
ありがとうございます。
レスリーちゃん。はい、ありがとうございます。レスリー、what do you have?
I have a himawari and
素敵。
and leaves and I don't know what this is, but I like it.
I have this. I don't know what is the name.
ピンポンマン。
はい、
ピンポンマン。
はい。はい、round and pimple mom. This is a very new one. Among those, you have the most impressive one. That is going to star or protagonist if this is a story. And then Ikebana is not everybody a star. Star player and side player assisting. So you can decide which is a star and which is assisting. So you are going to create your story in the vase. You can just try to create miniature nature. So tall and the flowers in the middle, and there is a little grasses. Or so mine is red. This red shows energy, and then there's because of the color. But if I put white next to red, the both looks beautiful. Okay. I can give you a tip. When you take a picture, please place your Ikebana against the wall or something solid. Okay?
Cool. Can you give us a feedback this event?
I really like doing Ikebana. I think it's so beautiful. I think it's like a very sentimental thing to do.
いつもブーケで買うんで、そのまま入れちゃうんですけど、なんか、生け花のこの体験を通して、自分でアレンジをして、お花を生けるっていうことが、なんか、あんまり意識になかったんで、プロの人に任せて、それを、花瓶に刺すっていう 意識だったんで、でもなんか自分でやっぱり、合わせてやると、たくさんいろいろある花瓶の中に分けてたくさんこうお花も生けられるし、個性も出せて、すごく楽しいなと思って、なんか今回をきっかけにすごく考え方とか幅が広がってよかったです。ありがとうございました。
言った通り、間を意識してやりました。
はい。
楽しかったです。前、生け花、やったことあるけど、なんかずっとやってないからまたやってよかったです。
Enjoyed the history part of this session because I feel like when you attach that history to real people and you hear those people and you see those real people share their stories, it comes alive.
I was very touched by her energy, the Ishihara sensei's energy, and her all the effort to try to connect Japan and America with the culture. I'm always love her warm kindness and everything. Thank you so much for letting me join today. Thank you.
Oh,
Will
Ken-san.
brief. Yeah, yes, I have Ken-san.
Oh, nice.
Brief flower bud, small flower and big flower. So I 成長の過程を表現します。
Oh, growth. Yeah, いいですね。
It's fun for me. Thank you.
This is my first time for both of us. So we enjoyed a lot. And Motoko先生, you look very beautiful.
先生の花はどうですか？
すごい上手に面白いの作ったなと思って楽しかったです。
So this was my first time making Ikebana, and I really enjoyed the history and how it was mentioned that it's a conversation with the flowers, and I hope to do this again with the Ken-san and better research my flowers so it has more meaning.
We just finished.
We just finished.
Yep. So
Okay.
our feedback, it was really nice
It was very good.
Hear about history and tying it between both cultures. So Natsumi's very excited about
We're
her.
very excited.
So,
She did 3 of them.
Nice.
1, 2, Natsume, 3.
I did 3.
Good.
3. Very good. Awesome.
Thank you very much, Motoko-san, Akari-san. I have learned a lot. And also you are making opportunity to learn to be a bridge by Ikebana between United States and Japan. We're just so impressed. And hopefully we can continue this kind of relationship with everyone. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you. And
はい。みちおさんは。
お花をね。
about 3 days ago, we had a storm. And my hair cornea was toned down. So this morning, I cleaned up this morning. This is a flower I didn't show before, but this is what I had in the garage. And the leaves are Amazon lily leaves and seed. And this one's a club leg calicornia. So I practiced in Miami with the other Ikebana International members. So this is a great opportunity. Thank you very much.
I think it wasn't my first time, but I didn't really remember how to do it. So it was difficult, but it was fun.
ありがとうございます。Thank you. So they don't have a fish flower, they do artificial flower to practice Ikebana.
Think they really?
Yes. Yes, you're doing
No,
good.
no,
And then
okay.
maybe if you're artificial, you can bend, like make an angle, right? Artificial, you can control.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Even my wedding, I used fake flowers.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
They look real, but they were not real. Anyway, thank you. I really enjoyed the meeting. Thanks.
日本語 OK?
いいよ。
いけばな初めてだったけど、うまくできてよかった。
じゃあ見せてください、かこちゃん。
ごめんなさい。私が持ってます、過去のは。
かわいい。
はい、ピンポンママ。よくできました。
Hi. Okay, I went and found some flowers too, some fake ones. So this is mine.
Yeah, that's good. かわいい。
And I also like the merging the history lesson with like an activity like this. And it really did make me think as a teacher, how can I merge a lesson like that with something more interactive?
Because I didn't, this is the first time to listen about it's Ikebana International History. Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
So
Yes.
now we have Mr. David and James. So can you give us the message standing from the veteran?
Yes, thank you very much for having this and celebrating the veterans. It means a lot to us. Sorry I didn't have any flowers, but I enjoyed learning about the history of the flood and about the history of Ikebana. Arigatou gozaimasu.
ありがとうございます。
ジェームスさん、お願いします。
So it was really fascinating. I find Ikebana Do, like all of the other Do forms, to be very interesting. I've seen the Chado ceremony. I've watched Kyudo. I've watched the Naginata Do, and it's very important, I think, because people don't understand Japanese culture. And by doing this, you actually begin to understand Japanese culture. There's a lot of misunderstandings. There's a lot of misconceptions about what Japanese culture is. And I think once you immerse yourself into a Japanese Do form, any Do form, that you actually begin to develop a deeper understanding of Japan's culture. And you develop a deeper appreciation and you build friendships from it. So for me, it was Karate Do, and I've been doing it my whole life. My first trip to Japan was 1976. So, and I continued to go back to Japan and go back to Japan. And then the Marine Corps said, you can't go to Japan anymore. So I left the Marine Corps and I just started going to Japan on my own. And because I had become so immersed in the Japanese culture. And the families that I met there were such good friends, and they had become my family. And that was through Karate Do. And Ikebana Do has that same potential. And I think it was really fascinating to see the history of it, how far back the Ikebana Do goes, when it first started, and how much it's been a huge part of Japanese culture for centuries. So I was very fascinated by it. And I think all the flower arrangements were really nice. It was really interesting. It's a good thing I didn't do one, because that would probably have been funny.
No, okay. Thank you.
ありがとうございます。They lived in Japan, stationed in Japan. So this is very special for me to you guys are here. Yeah, thank you very much. So for 70 years, we have been, you guys are very good friends for Japan. And friends in need is a friend indeed. So your service means a lot to us. And we'd like to foster this bridge and friendship stronger and stronger, and then spread to the world. So we can bridge very small bridges. Everybody can do that, and then make it bigger bridge. So all online event I'm doing is inspired by the veteran's story. So tomodachi is a very beautiful word, and that's why we are doing Tomodachi Summit. So this picture story theater, and that is gonna more and more, and I had an idea that we can make a friend, we can make a world much better place and peace. So this is Tomodachi Summit that we do a regular meeting. So next year, if you want to, I'd like to join us. And then this is a please follow us.
The photo shooting time. So everybody make sure to have a flower. Who doesn't have a flower? Just to make a flower with your hands like this. Or maybe big smile.
Yeah, big smile is more beautiful. Yes, big